So,
They didn't teach us this in school.
no, they don't, but they do in Catholic schools. Okay, so the angel
Yeah.
is very important.
I thought it was the angel.
The angel came down, and you can hang, I don't know if you can see that, but Becca can probably. See the
The
loop?
loop, yeah.
Yeah. Came down. Now get Mary.
I don't know which one it is.
This is Mary. Put her in the manger. And the angel came down and said to Mary, unto you,
Where does Mary go?
over here, unto you, the Lord Jesus, put the Lord, God is going to give you a son, and you're going to name him Jesus. And so she wasn't married, but God gave her a baby anyways. So she ended up marrying Joseph. And he was a shepherd. And they put him over here.
Right here?
Yeah. And then they lived in Nazareth. And then they went to Bethlehem because nobody thought Mary was fooling around, but she wasn't. And so they were embarrassed, so they went to Bethlehem to have the baby. So the baby's not going to come for a long time. But the angels came down and said to the shepherds, there will be a baby, and he's going to be the newborn king of Nazareth and Israel and the whole Middle East. So put the angel on the inside left, on this end.
This end?
Yes, just stand her up in the back. So she told the shepherds that they had to go to Bethlehem to see the baby and worship him, because he's going to be the next king. So let's see where the shepherds are. Here's a shepherd. Give one and give one to Becca. And there are two shepherds. There were more of them, but they didn't catch up yet. So here's some sheep. And here's some sheep. Another sheep. Okay, put them over there on the right.
Inside or
Outside.
like over here?
Like in the field, like over a little bit. Okay. Have them looking towards the manger, because they're coming to worship, to see the baby and who their new king is going to be.
And the sheep behind them?
And the sheep behind them. So then, they're on their way to see the baby, which it didn't get there yet. So then the angels went to see the wise men far in the east. Here, Becca. Go. And you're going to put them on the left-hand side.
Left.
And space them apart because they have their camels. Have them looking towards the manger. Okay. So they heard that there was going to be a king born. So they listened to the angels, and it was a beautiful, the sky was filled with angels because God sent the angels to tell the story. Now this belongs to the wise men because they came from the east in Asia, anywhere. Put them back a little. Okay. And where's another one? Here's another camel that belongs to the wise men.
Don't block that guy in the middle.
And so this is the donkey that carried Mary to Bethlehem. So put him on the right hand side of Mary, inside the manger.
Like that?
Yep. And this is a cow. We're gonna put him here.
Here?
Yes. Put the other cow on the other side. Right there. And this is another donkey that was living in the stable. So I usually put him back here. Okay, so you can see him. So now they got to Bethlehem and they didn't have any money because there was too many people living there, and in order to find a house with bathrooms and everything, they couldn't find. So someone led them to a stable that had all the animals and everything. There were cows and chickens and everything. And so that was the only place that Mary and Joseph could find a place to stay. And that night, the baby was born. So we're going to put the baby in the middle, and they didn't have any crib to put the baby in. So all the animals they're happy because they know that he's God's son, and they let him sleep in their trough there where they have their food and everything. So someone brought a blanket, and the rest was all hay, and they had to put the baby in there. And then after that, the shepherds, they kept following the star, and they finally got there. And they were amazed by the baby. And so they're there. Then the kings got there, the wise men, and they were in awe because it was everything that the angels told them. It was going to be beautiful. It was all lights and everything. And the lights weren't because we had electricity. It was God's light from the sky. And so the angels, before the wise men got there, told the wise men that go and see the new baby. He's going to be king. And in the meantime, this king, who was king of everything, he told the wise men to go kill the baby. But because it was so beautiful and they felt goodness in this baby, they didn't kill him. And the king of the region found out, and he was mad. So he sent out all his men to go collect all the babies, male babies, and kill them because he was afraid that he was going to lose his job as king. So after a while, he was mad at the wise men because they didn't do what he told them to do, but they were happy because they brought presents, frankincense and myrrh and gold. And they gave it to Joseph and Mary so that way they could sell it to buy food for the baby. And then a little while later, the king died, and the little boy grew up to be Jesus. And then there's another story after that, but that's too much right now. But that's why it was celebrated, because you know who God is, okay? This is his son.